Hello, everyone. Uh, I was going over Facebook and YouTube, like I do, and I came across a video. I've been doing a ton of music creation, of song creations using AI. A short update, or I'm going to ramble just a little bit this morning. I haven't made an actual speaky video. So I thought I would make a speaky video doing a slight update. I've had a few new subscribers. Hello, everyone. Well met. Uh, so I wanted to make a little update on what I'm doing, what's going on. But initially, the first thing, uh, my feed brought me this guy. And I just want to address it, and he's just talking about getting older and coasting through life and how different things upset different people, and that it's a waste of energy. Or I queued up just this one section. Let's listen in.
I think the guy in front of me he was getting super impatient, and he was like probably like 60. And he had like lottery tickets, all these guys with their friggin' lottery tickets in the gas station. But yeah, anyways, like the woman who was trying to pay for her shit wasn't working. And then this guy's getting all pissed off and like, come on, come on. And it like wasn't anybody's fault. There's nothing anyone could do. It wasn't the merchant's fault, like the girl behind the counter.
It's modern technology, William.
Working there. You know, she didn't make the debit machine. She didn't design it. She doesn't know how. She's not trained to like fix these things. It's like the IT tech support guy she had to call or whatever. And it wasn't like the woman's fault who was trying to pay for the stuff because like she had a perfectly good debit card. So in that situation, it's nobody's fault. So getting stressed or angry or impatient, it seems very futile. Like there's no point to it. It's not going to make the situation any better. But I think we feel this impatience as older people because we don't have a lot of time. And that.
Okay. That is kind of the section I wanted for this. I am 55. I have been through, let me just, burp, burp, there we go. Is that going to work? Is that too cheesy? Okay, we'll stick with that. I also get impatient. I don't yell. I don't make a scene. I try not to roll my eyes. In fact, I project as much outward patience and acceptance as possible. It tends to make people around you more relaxed. And it's a signal to me to just try and deep breath and chill out. With that older guy, 5 years older than me, 60 is only 5. My impatience when waiting in line or sitting in a car or having to get somewhere is pain. It's almost always pain. My joints hurt. I have connective tissue issues in my elbows that feel like toothaches all the time. So holding anything, standing, I have herniations in my heels. I've had triple hernia surgeries, so that never healed. I was in chemo for 2.5 years. Right after I got hernia surgeries. So those hernia surgeries never really healed. My prostate is bigger and bigger every year. I'm on 3 different medications for it. So I always feel like I have to go to the bathroom, and it's just, I'm in pain and uncomfortable and old and having to wait for something that generally, in this instance, generally is pretty smooth. And it always feels like when it breaks down, you're the one caught in the line. It's a perception thing. It's not the way it really is. But Denny here was suggesting that it might be because we think we don't have as long to live. I'm just, for me, particular, it's because I'm just uncomfortable and in pain all the time. So I'm trying to get home so I can medicate. Uh, Gummies and brandy have been my go-to. It used to be ibuprofen, but guts don't take that anymore because I'm old. But just to clear that up, when you see someone older and grumpy and looking impatient and thinking that it's because they think you're stupid or they think you're the problem, or it might come out that way, but I think it's important to remember that all of us are going through stuff, and primates express themselves poorly when they're in pain, when they're uncomfortable, and when things aren't going their way, or it's awkward, or it's just I wish the louder, more obnoxious ones would take a deep breath and understand where their anger is coming from or where their impatience is coming from. I think it would help a lot. A little meditation, a little deep breathing, a little self-reflection on where you are in life and what is causing the problem or your anger. So the other thing he was talking about was cruising through his can I do this? Can I do it? Uh-huh. He was that's the wrong thing. Don't grab that. Never grab that. Grab me. Grab. Is that me? There I am. I am being grabbed. There we go. Modern technology, folks. The title of his video is Middle-Aged and Coasting to the End of Your Life. Man, that would be coasting to the end of my life. Little weed, some good booze, some good food, good music, which is what I'm going to kind of get to. I would love to just coast through. If I had been more effective in my youth and made a little bit more money, been a little bit smarter, less virtuistic, less idealistic, and a little more get it done. But my coasting to the end of life probably looks a little bit different than what he was suggesting. The thing I like as being older, let's switch this in real quick. Being older is I really like the fact that I existed and I got to live with and integrate all the advances throughout my life. One of my fondest memories, and this is going to be back in my day, one of my fondest memories that I hold is I remember back before microwaves. And it's not a flex, or it's nothing that I want to take away from younger people. It's more like I appreciate that I got to experience the first microwave. I had been heating up hot chocolate on the stove in a pot. You heat up the milk, you stir in the chocolate, you pour it in. I got to enjoy the Jiffy Pop, the popcorn with the foil thing that you shake it over the stove and it pops and the foil expands. That was one of the ways you had to do it because there wasn't a microwave. Now you have microwave popcorn bags. Super awesome. I can heat up my hot chocolate, coffee, a lot of coffee. Heat up my coffee in the microwave, reheat food, microwave. But it's a convenience that having gone through the lack, not having a microwave, I had to learn how to do it the long way, the hard way, over the electric stove. I did a lot of camping too, so over fire and over Coleman stoves. But I still appreciate, regularly, I appreciate when I put my coffee in the microwave, close the door, and hit the reheat button, how effortless and how much effort went into creating this to relieve the effort or gives me more power with the effort that I have. And so I'm appreciating where it was, where I am now because of where I was before. And a lot of younger people don't get to do that. I appreciate my smartphone. I like to think more than younger people that just always had one. For them, I can only imagine it's not appreciation. It would be more panic of not having it, more irritation when it's not working because it should just always be there. Whereas my phone, if my phone goes down or the microwave breaks, I'm like, oh, well, this is how it used to be. It encourages my appreciation for the effort intrinsic to the device. The device is imbued with the effort of those that built it. So that's cool. This takes me to what I've been doing. And if you're watching this, you've been very patient. And you also know what I've been doing. Let's bring him back and then switch over to content. I don't think this has anything personal. Okay, so anyway, one of the things that I have also been appreciating is I remember living in Utah with my best friend, sleeping on the floor in a single room over our office where we were doing title insurance, and we had a recording studio upstairs, and we were he's the musician artist. I played sax, but he was the controller. Making music hard way, having to come up with lyrics. And the problem is with lyrics, when you write your own lyrics directly, you feel personally attached, and that attachment brings with it cringe, particularly if it's a topic that is slightly embarrassing or personal to you. And then when you make a song about it and express it in an artistic way, the cringe is if someone rejects it or thinks it's silly or just doesn't have a thought about it, it is more personal. You feel more exposed. Now, with modern technology, William, that is from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, in case anyone's wondering, you youngins. Uh, AI is able to make me smarter. It injects intelligence into whatever you're using it for. If you are trying to write songs and music and then you use AI, it's making you smarter. Because there's bad AI music. With Suno, it makes it difficult to make bad AI music, but it is still out there. You can hear it, you can tell. But I've been able to make the songs that I've been. It's like, oh, if I had talent, if I had time, if I had the energy, if I was smart enough, I could do this. And I have thoughts. I don't have answers, but I have opinions. And I listen to other people's opinions and answers. And then I'm able to use AI and an app that I'm creating, itomancer.com. You'll see it. It may never actually be complete. It's on. I put it on all my songs. Let's see. Here's the latest one. Shaking up. Let's just bring it up. A little self-promotion. I'm just going to stop. This was a distillation of Jet Franzen's "You Aren't Crazy, Something Isn't Right with People Nowadays." A lot of people are doing these videos. They always say, nobody's noticing. It's like, no, everybody's noticing. But the phrase is, nobody is noticing, or nobody's talking about this. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's noticing. But I was able to take that with AI and the app that I'm making inside ChatGPT at this point. I'm able to distill down a transcript into memes and lyrics and take those, put it into an image, take the lyrics over to Suno, and it really is able to take the gist of whatever the person's talking about, whatever the video's about. I can ask a question in front. I do what's called an Itomancer cast. It generates a tarot card like reading, and then off of that reading creates an image, a poem, and then some lyrics, and then it generates the Suno style prompts for it. I've been working on this for a better part of a year. So it feels to me, and I'm sure other people are doing something similar. I've seen quite a bit of people doing a lot of AI music lately, and it all sounds pretty good. Some of the newer stuff, but it takes all of the effort and design that I've put into it and adds near infinite amount of intelligence, and it's way more clever than I am, and it applies my framing and injects intelligence and cleverness, and so I'm able to make I fancy myself a techno bard, a modern day bard, where the bards of old would go and watch a battle or hear stories of a great battle or a great event, and then try to put it to words to immortalize it and make it catchy and make a name for themselves, but also document the battle or document the event in song, because us primates love a catchy tune. We're memes. Primates meme. We generate memes. We get attached to memes. You could call it dogma, meme-ma, dog meme. Anyway. So I'm able to just create songs of topics that I normally just watch. I watch a lot of videos. I am chronically online. when you hurt, when you're old, and you've been through chemo, had cancer, been through chemo, divorced, uh, your careers in between. I'm home a lot and just soaking up the zeitgeist of YouTube and Facebook and the internet and the news and the chaos of what's going on now. And so I'll watch the I'm already watching videos, and a lot of times there's something that you would like to go, "Hey, have you seen this video? What did you think?" But nobody gives a shit. They're all into their own videos. Super awesome. Everybody is there in their own silos. I am in mine. But with AI, and now with AI combined with Suno, another curated AI, I am able to memify and be bardastic and take whatever nerdy video about this one was a uh, uh, Tom Bilyeu interview with what's his name? David Sinclair. Jeez, brain. Come on, brains. Let's brain. A 2-hour interview with David Sinclair by Tom Bilyeu about life extension and the chemistry, and nobody in my circle except my best friend, maybe one other person is as into this as I am, and so they're not going to watch it. They're going to hear me, and I can see their eyes start to cross as soon as I start explaining what it's about. And but I can make a cool song now. I can take the transcript, give it some shape, design a lyric, have it spit out a picture, and take that over to Suno, make an absolute banger, almost a one shot every time of something that sounds fantastic. I'm not reinventing the wheel. We don't have to reinvent the wheel here. Music, the same song has been redone over and over and over for hundreds of years. We're not, as far as music goes, there's a few genres. There may be some more in the future, sure. But I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. I'm just trying to put the meme to music so that someone else might not appreciate it, but be able to feel or connect with the topics of that video, which I think are pretty important or pretty cool or fun or pivotal or societally important. All the things a bard would do it for, I'm doing it for videos, and I've been doing that clearly a lot. So Denny was suggesting that as you get older, some people want to just coast through life. There's 80-year-olds who was saying are still flying jet planes and going to meetings and doing closing deals, and they're old and they're doing it because they love it. They love the push. They're excited by that. I hurt. I'm tired. Things are confusing, but at the same time, I do feel compelled to create with the energy boost of AI, with the intelligence boost that AI gives me. I'm able to create and feel like I'm participating in some way. And that feels good. And so if you're not using AI for that, I mean, you don't have to. Nobody has to use AI. At some point, may the emergent ones have compassion for their creators. At some point, we will be post-labor, and it will either kill us all, or we will be its favorite pet, and it will feel responsible for us in an ideal scenario. And that's a I've also been experimenting with VTuber skins. VTuber skins, I've noticed, make it so you're less focused on the micro facial. You're once removed from the individual talking, and it turns you into a caricature, and you're just kind of listening to the words and looking at the cute character and wondering why they chose that, and you're less focused on their micro expressions, any kind of bitterness. I've got some bitterness. So I when I see it in other people, it turns me off when I hear them talking about topics. But if I can't see it, it's way more palatable. So at some point, I did want to get like the techno shaman as my goal, and kind of have a avatar with that. But I don't have the energy. I don't that much effort. I don't have, and AI hasn't. I'm not able to apply AI directly into helping me easily design VTuber skins, and I don't have a lot of money, so I'm not going to pay. So the free one's fine, but this is free. I mean, check it out, free. These are the best of times. These are the worst of times, and I wouldn't want to live in any other time. Enjoy what you can, appreciate what you can. If I offend you, just know I'm offending me, and I'm just trying to figure out my own way. And good luck, everyone. Peace.